everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, I'm Sam. I work in tech as an instructional designer, and today I thought it would be fun to take you with me as I redesign the homepage of my website because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty ugly. I created my website a few years ago. I just needed some sort of platform to kind of show people my work portfolio. I needed to show people like my book. And so I created this website to kind of host everything in one. And I've really just added to it over time, and I haven't really taken the time to like stop and rethink how I want the website to look and feel. So right now it's just like a bunch of stuff being added with not much thought or like style, I'm gonna be honest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what the homepage of my website looks like. It's not cute at all. Then I'm probably going to kind of mock up what the website would look like when I'm gonna try to redesign it. I'm gonna use Procreate on my iPad and just kind of sketch out what I think the new design should look like. And then I'm going to go ahead and build out the new design. One thing to note is I think this is gonna be kind of more of a temporary solution. I do need to kind of overhaul my entire website, but for now, at least the homepage needs to be kind of modified so that it doesn't make me just want to delete the whole website when I look at it, because right now it is so bad. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna audit the website, see what it looks like now. We're gonna sketch out something a little bit better, and then we'll try to make it happen. So if that sounds of interest to you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get to it.
Hey y'all, so this is a view of my website on my iPad. You can see at the top I have a photo and a lot of text, introducing myself. It's very text heavy. Below that, there's this purple block that contains information about the coding workbook. I don't love this text block. It's kind of jarring to see like this dark color. I have a link to buy the book on Amazon. I'll want to keep that, and I'll want to keep like all the text content, but the design of it really needs an upgrade. And then below it, we have a like light gray random color choice for my next book, Create Your Online Course. And I also don't love that. And then at the bottom, there's this like super dark gray footer. And so I think we're just gonna need to give this a design overhaul. All right, so I'm going to be using my iPad. I'm going to use Procreate and split the screen with my Pinterest board. I've looked up minimalist website just for some design inspiration, and I've started to sketch out a little bit of a mock-up of the homepage. I plan on doing like an about and a books page overhaul and a media page overhaul, but for now we're going to start with the homepage. So I'm scrolling through Pinterest just to get some inspiration. I do like the minimalist aesthetic, because, in the previous, what you just saw, my website has a lot of random colors, a lot of blocks of colors that really don't look minimalist, and it's really overwhelming, to be honest. Even from my perspective as the person who owns the website, I don't really enjoy looking at it. So to get more inspiration, I'm searching up minimalist website design. Hope that turns up some new images that I can look to for inspiration. I really want to par down? I really want to reduce the amount of text that's on the homepage because it's really overwhelming to read. I want to also reduce like the mental load of all the different colors. So it's nice to see some examples. So I'm going to start by dividing up my mock-up into different sections so that I can start to kind of plan out what I want to create in the different sections that I want to build out. At the very top, I'll start to add in like the header. I do like the header of my existing website. I think it's nice and simple, and I kind of want to echo that style throughout the entire website. So I'll go ahead and add what my existing header looks like. It just says by Sam Taylor, and it has a few links. So that will stay the same. So then I thought it would be a fun idea to add this like header that says instructional designer and author, but spoiler alert, I ended up not going with this because it felt a little bit out of place because I do want to keep this "Hey, I'm Sam" title at the top. So I also want to include and keep what I originally had, kind of. I liked having the photo and a little bit of text, but as I mentioned before, I definitely want to lighten up the text, so I'll have to kind of take what I have right now and definitely make it a lot shorter and more concise. Then I decided I wanted to not have that next section. I wanted to continue on with a little bit of information about my skills and like what tools and technology I use. So I added that, and again, spoiler alert, I didn't end up adding this to my final, but I do think in the future this would be cool to add. But I did instead, I plan on adding this part to the about page of my website. I don't really think that it needs to be on the home page of my website, but I'm open to feedback. So if you think that I should include this on the home page of my website, please let me know. I'm always open to other perspectives or other thoughts on the matter. Okay, so now we get into the part I'm most excited about, the book part. You remember from my previous clips, there was like a purple block for one of my books and a light gray block for another one of my books, and it really looked not cohesive. So I do want to make all of my books into one block on my website with like a light background, so it looks like everything's flowing together and I can continue to list books, as I write them. So then I added the footer, and now I'm going to be playing around with colors. There's a lot of different colors that I wasn't sure about, but I definitely knew that I wanted to keep this more of like a lighter, airy color palette because my last one was so dark and not cohesive. So playing around with some light colors that I like. I've really been enjoying like a tan, like a light mint blue, and I think those look really nice together. But spoiler alert again, I don't end up actually using these different colors, but that's not to say that I might not use them going forward, like next time I create like an update for my website. So it is nice to have this. I'll be keeping this design for the future, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you the behind the scenes process of like how I go about creating the different like colors and creating like a palette for my website, because like I said, maybe I'll use it in the future. Alrighty, y'all, so here's a reminder of what my website used to look like before I decided to kind of give it a full and total overhaul. Wasn't very cohesive. There's some dark blocks of random colors. Nothing really has a palette. There's way too much text. And it just doesn't look especially great. It's not something I'm super proud of. And here's the final design. I've really chopped down a lot of the text that was on the top part of my website. I consolidated it, moved some of it to another page. I added in this visual break because I wanted to show that, that was the end of the intro part of my website, and then now I was going to lead into the books. And look how much better the books look than they did before. It's all one giant block that contains information about the books and the links, but it looks so much more cohesive. And the footer, I decided to add no color to it, just like a simple line. I do plan on adding color to it at some point, but for now, I love it.
Alrighty, well that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed me kind of redesigning the homepage of my website. I do feel like it looks a lot better, it looks a lot cleaner, so I'm very happy about that. If you like these types of videos, feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!